See here, we have to. This is the another one derivation for the finding the center of the triangular section. So to find out this, so same thing like every problem, what you have to do is you have to find out you have to find out the smallest strip area. From that, integrating the smallest area, you will find out the centroidal distance x bar and y bar. So your main aim is to find out the x distance from a centroidal axis to the origin and y distance from a centroidal to axis, centroidal CG to the origin. X distance and y distance you have to find it. That is x bar and y bar. Your main aim is that one. So what is that x bar and y bar is nothing but it is the summation of the distance from the centroidal area. So whatever the centroidal area will be there, from that area to the from that area, CG of that area to the origin, whatever the reference axis reference distance you will be taking, from that one divided by total area. So this is what you have to be determined. So that is the centroid of the of that small area. Okay, if you are finding x-axis, means that is the x distance you have with respect to origin. X distance you have to find it with. If you are finding the y bar, so you have to find out the y distance from the CG of that area. Either you are taking with the smaller area or bigger area, you have to take it as with reference to that CG. Your with respect to origin, you have to take the distance. So here you take a smallest area, that which from the top of the triangle, which I'm shown in the arrow, to the bottom of the hatch area. From top of tip of the triangle to the bottom of the hatch area. It is the smallest area, where upper one line is there, bottom one line is there, which I'm shown pinpointed by the arrow now. So that is the bottom of the one triangle, and another bottom that is the smallest triangle you have to take it. Another biggest whatever the triangle which is in bigger in shape now, that is the one bigger triangle you have to take it. So two triangles is there. So like similar triangles how we have worked in the high school, same thing like that you have to take it. Okay, so smaller area to the bigger one. So with that, both the triangles you have to find it. So what is the area of that smaller strip is equal to? Smaller strip is approximately it looks like a similar to that of the rectangular section. Area of that rectangular section is equal to length into breadth. So length is x and height is the breadth or height, whichever. So it is dy. So length into depth is dy and length is x. X of is the, that is the area of the strip, a smaller strip. So the area of that smaller strip is equal to x into dy. So that's what here it has been shown. Smallest area, you can see here, smallest area dA is equal to x into dy. So that is the smallest area of that strip. So you have to take the similar triangles. So you see here similar triangle very clearly. X is the, one second. You can see here very clearly, x is the base of the triangle. You can see here x is the base of the triangle. X is the base of the, 1 minute. See here, x is the base of the smallest triangle, and x is the base of the smallest triangle, and for that one divided by the one is base. Next you have to take it height. Height of that smallest triangle will be the full height of that triangle will be h. You can see here, which is in the right corner, that is h. H is the height. But we have to take the from the base of the hatch portion to the top. So how to find it? You know that here you can see very clearly, very 1 minute. You can see very clearly here the height, whatever the base of the hatch portion to the base x-axis is the distance is y. So total height is h. H minus y, if you minus this, then you will get the height of the smallest triangle. So that's what here, h minus y, which is in the equation. You can see that x divided by h minus y. H minus y is nothing but, if you minus this 2 height, you will get the base of the height of the smallest triangle. Okay, so you have taken x is x divided by h minus y, that is nothing but, that is nothing, x divided by h minus y, it is nothing but the one is base divided by height, for smallest. Now we will go for the bigger triangle. You have taken x as a base for the smaller one. Now you have to take bigger one triangle. B is the base of the biggest triangle. So here one you have taken for a smaller triangle, it is x is the smaller base, and B is the base of the bigger triangle. So next is h. H is the height of the total biggest triangle. So here you have taken h minus y, that h minus y is the height of the smaller triangle. So totally you have got the similar triangle, the smaller to bigger one you used. Now just substituting a smaller substitution, x I kept it as it is, h minus y I will send to the numerator to the right hand side. So finally you will get it h b into h minus y divided by h. So this is only x. What is x? X is the base, that is what. Okay, so dA is nothing but, you can see at the top, dA is equal to x into dy. So x value I got, I will substitute the x value into the main equation. dA is equal to x into dy is there. No, I will substitute the x is equal to b into h minus y divided by I into main equation. So finally dA will become the whatever x into product of x into dy. Okay, that x is equal to b into h minus y divided by h. So now I want to integrate. So what is the area? So integrating the main equation. So what is that integration? So if you integrate, say equation dA is equal to b into h minus y divided by y h into dy is there. No, if you integrate dA, you will get the area. So that's why integrate right hand side as well as the left hand side both. But here there in the previous derivation, what we have taken, from a 0 to a we have integrate, but here you have to integrate from 0 to h, because we are taking with respect to height we are doing, so we can't do with respect to 0 to a. Okay, so that's why you have to do it with respect to height. So limiting value here, you can see here, limiting value from 0 to h, it is upper limit to lower limit is 0 to h, and integrate the both upper right hand side as well as the left hand side. B into h minus y, b into h minus y divided by h into dy. So whatever the topmost equation is there, just I am integrating that equation. You can see here with respect to y I am doing, so b is constant and h is constant, both I will remove outside. Okay, so better than doing like that, you have doing with respect to h. No, b and h, both numerator and denominator, whatever it is there, you multiple with the whatever the inside bracket is there. No, so you will get bh divided by h minus bh divided by h, you will get it. Okay, so this is what the equation you will get it. We will continue here another equation, will continue further. Okay. Mm. 1 second. Here. Okay, here whatever bh this is the equation we have determined. So after coming to this equation, so topmost equation, here you can see here, bh divided by h minus by divided by h is there, h both cancelled, so finally it remains only b minus bh divided by h, you will get it. So here b minus bh divided by h, you got it. Okay, in the top. So now next what I have to do, I have to integrate. So b is a constant that will comes outside with respect to dy. If you integrate, you will get y. Okay, so minus next b and h, it is a constant, it will come outside. So y with respect to dy, if you integrate, y square divided by 2 you will get it. Okay, that's why you will get y square divided by 2. b by h, it's a common, but y if you integrate, y square divided by 2 you will get it. So that you can see it in the below equation. Next you are integrating, so you are already integrated, so that's why integration from upper limit to lower limits, it is 0 to h. So if you put the value of 0 to h in the place of y, because you integrated with respect to y, So finally you will get it bh minus bh square divided by 2h. You will get it in the place of h. If you in the place of y you put h, means you will get bh minus bh square divided by 2h. If you cancel in the bh square divided by 2h, if you cancel it if you cancel it, you will get bh divided by 2. Okay, so finally area will be half into base into height. So this is bh minus bh divided by 2. So total area, you consider bh is 1. If you remove bh common, bh is both in the both side, it is common. If you remove bh outside, you will get half into b into h. So total area is equal to half into base into height. That's what. Okay, so finally you are integrate. What is the your main aim is you have to find it x bar and y bar. So y bar is integration of y into dy into dA into divided by area. That is what integration of y is distance of smallest area, whatever the smallest area is there, that is the what the distance y into dA is the smallest area of an elemental area. Okay, so y is the distance according to main equation of centroid main equation is y into dy divided by area. Okay, so area formula you already know. That what is that area formula which you have taken earlier. Okay, half here in the previous equation. So see here in the previous smallest area dA, you see here dA you have already determined here in the here. Okay, dA is b into h minus y divided by h into dy. So that is the dA formula. dA formula is b into h minus y into dy divided by h. So that is the formula. So that you have to substitute here dA into b, that dA value you have to substitute here, b by h minus y into dy. So area is equal to, you have already determined that one, previous one, that is half into base into height. TA is the smallest area that you have determined previously. Now the capital A is the total area, that is half into base into height. Now you have previously you have been determined. Now we integrate the topmost equation. It is very simple. So half into base into height, that's a base denominator, you keep it outside. In this equation you can see very clearly, with respect to y you have to integrating, b is a constant and h is a constant, both you remove outside. Okay, b and h both it is common, you remove outside. Or what you do is, so it is very difficult, complex. So what you do is h numerator and denominator you just multiple, so it will become convenient. The reason why you have to add and multiply is, I will tell you easily. Because if you cancel it both on the both end, it will be very difficult. So and if it will become very fraction will be, one will be 2 and 1 and the other will be 3, so it will be very difficult. So that's why multiple and divided by h by h. Okay, so h by h, see in the previous equation have been taken. Okay, after integrating you will get h into y square divided by 2 and minus y cube divided by 3, you will get it. Okay, just what you have to do is that y, whatever it is y it is there, you push inside. B and h, you let it be as it is. Okay, so finally you will get it this h square divided by y square divided by 2 minus y cube divided by 3, limiting of 0 to h, you will get it. In the place of y you have to place it h, so then you will get it h cube divided by 2, because earlier in this side only h is there. So h into h square divided by 2 is h cube divided by 2 minus h cube divided by 3, you will get it. Okay, so earlier previous year only it is b into h, it is there. Okay, so just you do the simple calculation. Okay, just it's a matter of cancel. So finally the y bar will be h divided by 3. So distance will be whatever height will be there to to its third, h divided by 3 is the y distance. Similarly the x bar also it remains h divided by 3. So that is what the centroidal distance of the triangle.